Alright guys, welcome back to the video. So today we're doing a shiny hunt tutorial for Zone 5. So for Zone 5 there's going to be a few methods. Obviously we have the fast travel method. Now the fast travel method is probably the worst method. So what do I mean by that? By that I mean that almost no Pokemon spawn in with the radius of the fast travel method. If we go here, have that here, and then we just run around up to get 50 meters, we cheat that so we don't get targeted. And we have Pidgey and a Bellsprout. And that's about it. The Bellsprout, do you spawn in or no? Bellsprout might not just spawn in. I don't know. He might just spawn in. But Pidgey spawns in, so you get a shiny Pidgey, I guess, if you want. You can have that. And then over here you have a few Pokemon, which will actually you get like none. I mean, they might have moved out the way, right? They might have moved out the way. Actually, no, you get one or two. They might have moved out the way, but basically, almost no Pokemon spawn in from this area, from this fast travel method. So if you can't use the fast travel method, what do? So you can still use the fast travel method. It's not to say you can't use it at all. It's just to say that it's not great. It's not the most. It's probably the most useless fast travel method in like entire Wild Zone. So as I said before, the fast travel method is usually pretty good, but this is the worst area to fast travel. So what you can do as opposed to fast travel is you can fast travel, come in here, run towards the left, kind of run over here, and then once you're like close enough to where everything spawns in, you see the alpha balls for spawn in. So that pretty much means everything within the area that could spawn in, and you get some extra Pokemon in there. And obviously, it's not as fast as it would be, you know, fast traveling over and over again, but this is still pretty okay. This is still pretty okay. You take some time, but it takes some extra time to every respawn, but you still get quite a few spawns in just by walking up a bit. You run up to the like this tent. The tent's there. Everything spawns in, and then you go over again. Now the actual method I would recommend for this area would just be to the bench method. Now the bench method, as much as I hate to say it, I hate it, but it's really the best method for this area. Bench method, you get a lot closer to all the Pokemon. You're still within a 50-meter radius. And you pretty much get everything in here. Like, you pretty much get every Pokemon in. Obviously, you just have to sit through these fucking cutscenes, which no one likes. There really should be a way to, like, you know, skip that. I don't want to see all that shit. But pretty much all you do is, you do that. And everything spawns in over here. You know, everything spawned in. Spawn in over there. You probably spawn in. And then this Pidgeotto up here also spawns in. It also spawns in from over here. Like, let's see if we can see it or not. Can we see it from over here? Yeah, it's there. You spawn, and we'll do that now. And that Pidgeotto, as you can see, is spawned in. So usually bench method, or like not bench method, but fast travel, bench method, whatever, doesn't tend to work laterally. I don't know, but up high, like up towards horizontally, doesn't tend to work. But this roof there is short enough to where it does work. So that's another great thing. You can hunt Pidgeotto, Pidgey, Bellsprout, Venipede, yeah, Venipede. You get all those Pokemon through the bench method. And now for the final method that's like fast travel reset kind of method is you go over to the sewers over here. You go over to the sewers, you run. You go up here. You might just want to go in here, you might not want to. And then you just go back over here. This is a fast travel method that would kind of work. It does kind of work, but you still have to run. You still have to run. It's annoying, but you know, it's better than, you know, having to do all that shit. Now this primarily works for Venipede, Scolipede? No, whatever this evolved version is. Whatever it's called. Whirlipede, right? It's a Whirlipede? Yeah, Whirlipede. And a Whirlipede. And also, there's a Manectric. Electric that spawns in within this radius. So as you can see that Electric over there, the green thing over there, you can see that. That will also spawn in. Can you fucking not attack me? Jesus Christ. So that will spawn in, you know, you're spawning 5 over there. He will spawn in as well. So you get Whirlipede, Venipede, and Electric, all from going through the sewer system. The sewer fast travel does get you good free Pokemon, but now with that, you still have some Pokemon that aren't spawning in, which is just Abra. The only Pokemon we're missing now is just Abra. Abra does not spawn in from any of those methods, which kind of sucks. All these methods are pretty, you don't have to do much. Abra is a bit more annoying. It's a bit more annoying. It's more traditional shiny hunting where you have to reset the game itself. Alright, what do I mean by that? By that, pretty much, you have to have the Abra despawn, and you just have to put a timer on for 5 minutes. All you have to do is put a timer on for not 5 minutes, 3 minutes, sorry. For 3 minutes. And once the timer's on, there's another one over here. So pretty much just before the 3-minute mark, you'll want to save the game and have them respawn. So once they respawn, like, you see them respawn while you're doing this. So here, we'll have to go over here. We'll wait over here. Okay, so we're about 2:30 right now. I'm just going to save real quick just before they'll mess us up. Okay. So there we go. We saw it spawn in. And this guy also spawned in. So those weren't it. They're not shiny. So all you got to do now is go back over here. and you just restart the game. And this is more traditional shiny hunting, you know, the reset the game, not there. Oh, reset the game, not there. Okay, reset the game. That's pretty much what this is. Now on to the next method. So if you're trying to get a shiny Whirlipede, an alpha Whirlipede, honestly, yeah, he spawned in here. He spawned in there. So yeah, we've basically seen, we got it there. We got the marker down. Now we just have to run away from this fucking scary alpha Pokemon. Get away from me, you freak. Get away. But now we're out of distance for sure. We're out of distance for sure. Has to come back. So yeah, he's not there anymore. And all you have to do is just run in. Once you see him. Where's he at? There you go. You see him. And now you run away. And he'll despawn at around 75 meters. Is when he despawns. So by the time you reach like this thing over here, it's kind of when he despawns. You run like an extra 2 or 3 meters if you want to make sure. Which takes like, you know, less than a second. You do that. So you get to like 75, 60, 70. About 70 is when we start disappearing. But just to make sure, we go 75. He spawns back in. And you just keep doing that over and over and over again. And once you get your shiny, you get your shiny. So basically, this method will include Electrite, Pidgeot, and an Abra. So you can get all 3 at once or hunt for all 3 at once. Not getting them at the same time. If we go over here, right? Just like make the spawn part. Press over here. And we just go over here, right? They've seen us. They're aggroed on us, which is annoying. It's definitely annoying. So I don't recommend this method, but it does exist. It does exist. Where they're going to keep attacking you until you go like pretty far. You go all the way over here. As you can see, we have 76 meters, which 75 is kind of the mark you're looking for. So once you have 75, they'll reappear. And now for this Abra over here, we have this Abra. That's kind of good enough. Let's do one better. All right, there we go. So for the Abra, we see level 14 male. So for the Abra, it's the same thing. So pretty much all you're doing is running from end to end. As you can see, Pidgeot's not spawned in yet. You get closer. There, he's spawned in now. And I forgot to show you guys 17 male and 19 female. So pretty much 19 female. Let's just go to where they are. I would be there. They're going to attack us, which is annoying. Can you not attack me? There you go. They're going to keep attacking me for a little bit. Yeah, there you go. And Abra, I forgot what the level was, but hopefully something different. Are you different? Yeah, I think it was 14 last time. But pretty much, you see there's different. The Electrites are not there anymore. You ran away, you run end to end, and yeah. And Pidgeot, the same thing. And all you have to do is just run from end to end. End to end, and then on the furthest part. Because the Pidgeot might be in distance if you run like the closer end towards him, if that makes sense. So I'll show you right here what I mean. He's still there, is he still there? Yeah, he's still there, he's still there. Okay, no, he kind of spears. As long as you touch the wall, he will disappear. He will despawn. But Abra could kind of see you if you're not careful, I guess. He could kind of see you. So all we gotta do is just keep running to end. Yeah, so you can see here, I'm like behind the wall, and the fuck, the Abra is still there. Can we get on the fucking thing? Jesus Christ, Abra's still there. Now he's gone. Abra's gone now. There's a alpha Pidgeotto there. Pidgeot? No, Pidgeotto. Yeah, Pidgeotto. Was I paying Pidgeotto the whole video? It's Pidgeotto. My bad. But you see, you have to run up the ramp. You have to run up the ramp for the Abra. I personally, if I were shiny on for Abra, I think I'd do this method over the save one. I don't like the save one. I don't like traditional shiny hunting. This is the first game I'm doing shiny hunting in general. But yeah, that's all the shiny hunting methods for Zone 5. Zone 5, Wild Area 5. That's all the methods I have for you guys today. Now, a great thing about the fast travel one, if you're doing a fast travel run in and fast travel again, is that you're still in range for Zone 16 as well, if you haven't unlocked. Obviously, if you're like early game, you're trying to do like a shiny only run kind of thing, and you want something from this area, Wild Zone 16 will not be there. But we turn around, Froakie's there, Ampharos is there, Flappy's here, Medicham is there, and Forges is here. As well as sometimes, where are they at? Where is the one? Phalanx is also here. Sometimes. I'm not too sure how it works, but I've gotten a few shiny Phalanx from this area. I went to the wrong one. But yeah, all you're doing is coming here. You'll see if they're, I mean, you won't see it, but like they'll be spawning in while you do this one. Pidgeot will also spawn in from this one, right? He should be there. But all you do is run in, you run out, and the Zone 16. Jesus, why am I saying Zone? Zone 16 will also spawn. Pretty fun. Yeah, there's Pidgeot. So this method's pretty good overall.